Hello, everyone. It is me. How are you? Jacqueline. Jacqueline's Heirloom Vintage and Collectible. The journal division. Actually, I'm still doing my vintage reselling. I have not given up on that, you guys. And I want to thank all of you for hanging with me, whether through vintage reselling, journaling, or just everyday whatnot talk. So thank you very much, subscribers, new subscribers, returning subscribers, and visitors. You are all welcome in this house. Thank you so much for joining me today. Now, a couple of days ago, day before yesterday, I think it was, I was doing a haul of a giant bag, which is right next to me, of some things I bought at Goodwill. I mentioned that it was probably about 68 bucks. Yes, I am still hitting myself that I did that. And I bought some things that I'm not sure if I got from Goodwill because I was paying too much money for them. That might even happen today, but I do not regret the opportunity to get some more fodder for whatever I decide to do, whether it's crafting, journaling, vintage reselling, or just being a hobbyist and enjoying the things that I do in my free time. So we're going to get started because this might be also a long video like the previous one. Go back and watch part one. This is part two. And I have some things stacked up beside me. And then I have this big, huge bag, which was filled to the brim with all of the things I bought. And I have some other things that I'm going to be showing you in the next couple of days that I recently got. I think it was Goodwill. Yep, it was Goodwill. And then I'm going to be doing like a show and tell of some of my things that I may have showed you in the past. But they're kind of like my favorite things. So let's get started. Um, uh, the other video, the previous one to this one, I have to restart at least 5 times. So I'm hoping that that doesn't happen to this one. But I do have some household items that I will be utilizing, just for general things. And you, in my opinion, can never have too many thumbtacks. And as I said before, I'm a hoarder of office supplies and DIY like tools and equipment and other knick-knacky things like that. So I got these thumbtacks. Maybe I paid too much for them. Let's see here. I'm not sure if these came in this pack, but there they are. And then I got this gel stamp pad in black. I have several of these because I've always had uh, other stamps for things not related to journaling, but I thought these were okay. I mean, you can get them for $1, I think, at Dollar Tree. I think I paid $1 for that. Let's see. Flags of the world. Now, I have these cards. I'm not going to go through everything one by one like I'm doing now, but I just wanted to highlight a couple of the card sets that I have. These will be primarily used for journal-related things. I'm trying not to hoard stuff. These are flashcards. They're educational, which I like. Again, I could have probably got this for $1 at the 1+25 store or something. But anyway, there you go. I got it. This one I wanted to highlight. This is Cunning Concoctions. I thought these were cute. I opened it up. It's like a trivia type thing where it has who invented the rabies vax. And then it would be, I think it's Louis Pasteur because I looked at this earlier. But I just like the shape of them. So I'm going to be using these for my journals. I don't know which ones. I'm new at this journal stuff. But what I do like doing is putting together ephemera packs. I love ephemera. And this is going to be part of, like, if people want to order ephemera packs, it's going to be part of what that is. So there's these cool little situations. This is it says rummy type card game. Brand new. I will be, these are almost in my mind like a Uno cards. So I'm going to be using these, for the same reason. We all love cards, to alter them, just to have them in their natural form. and I'll probably have them for journal packs as well. And I have this razor sharpener, and it looked like it's never been used, but it seems like it's been used. I'm not sure. But I thought this was cool. You know, I have different crafts knives. I have knives. I have box openers. I have scissors. And I'm hoping this would help sharpen some of the tools that I have. So I was excited to get this item, actually. So it's called the Flex Cup. Sorry, I'm out of frame there. I'm still working with my overhead stuff. The other day I had to use my neck camera, and that moves around a little bit, but now I'm trying to find my way to this to the center. So I do ask for grace as I figure it all out. I'm going to reach in my little bag of tricks here and bring out a couple of things so that we're not here all night and that you are staying engaged in the conversation. I hope everyone's doing well. Our weather is making us act like fools. At least where I am in Wisconsin, it's cold, but we don't have the snow. And I heard that the East Coast got a big bunch of snow, and I can do without that. So I'm just happy that we don't have that. And I'm going to knock on something that's wooden so that we do not get any snow anytime soon. I know I live in Wisconsin, y'all. So this jar of little, you know, the little bead thingies, you could make necklaces, chains. Of course, me personally, I got this for a journal, what do you call them? Tags or whatever that hangs off of the journals and things like that. And I didn't mind getting this little star jar either. So that is cool. I have another set of little cards. And again, I think these probably could have come from the $1.25 store, but I liked them. They're talking about space. I might hoard some. I might keep them. I still like learning. I don't know as much as I used to when I was in elementary school, which was ages ago. So we will see what happens with that. The other thing I picked up in this haul, and everything for me seemed like it was $1.99. I just don't understand that. Most things, not all. This is a pack of, as you can see, stamps. Look like somebody cut them up and then added the name. These are fine. I didn't mind getting these because I want to, you know, I see people putting together clusters and things like that, and they just do such a wonderful job. And I am a copycat when it comes to that. So I got these letters that I'm going to experiment with, and you saw the little ink pad that I have. So I will be doing some letter stamping on my journals and on my clusters. Here is some little, now I didn't open these up, but they are either paper or they're little, it's, what is that paper called? Not crepe paper, but that very thin paper. I'll find something to do with them. I wasn't sure if it was like fabric, like silky fabric. And if you guys have any thoughts on what I can do with some of these items that you see me showing off today, please put it in the comment section. I love to hear what you guys think. This is a fabric, and when I got it, part of it was put together, and it was almost like a boa, you know, that you put on your neck. It's huge, and I liked the fabric. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it, but trust and believe something will be happening with this fabric, okay? So I will go back into my bag of stuff and lay out a few things because it's quite a few, and I want to get through this as soon as I can so you guys can enjoy, give me thoughts, give me suggestions. This was a random bag of cutting things. I did pay $3.99. I think I was fine with paying that because of some of the stuff in here. So I do have like the X-Acto type craft knives, and this has quite a few of these little craft knife thingies in here. So I had already bought some craft knives. In fact, it's right here. And I'm going to be, you know, I needed a holder of some sort. So we'll be kind of organizing that as it goes along. I also had a couple of, well, I don't know exactly what this is offhand. Something about a cutter, but there's a hole punch, and there's a couple of rotary blades in here that I'm sure fits in here, but I also have my own rotary blade. So I picked this up for that reason. Then they have this random pair of scissors, and this must have fell off. I have to put all that together. So I've been having this bag for at least 2 months. I know it was around holiday time last year, and I got to get this stuff put away. Here were a couple of these folders. They are plastic. Now, I actually use these. I did say I was a office supply hoarder, and I'll use these to organize things. I'm not sure exactly what, but I liked these. I'm not sure if 99 cents was too much. You guys let me know, but I know I wanted to use those. This is a goodie bag or treat bag with seals. Thought it would be good for all kinds of things within a journal, or if I decided that it would be a couple of these in an ephemera pack, I will do that. We have this, what is this? A souvenir bandana. I didn't open it. Why didn't I open it? Because I wanted to actually have everything intact when I did the haul. I didn't want things all over the place, because once I open it, it's time for me to put it away. This is a large, beautiful bandana. The fabric is stiff. It's like a cottony fabric. I don't know if you could see that. I hope the lighting's all right. I'm still experimenting with my setup and my lighting, but I thought that was cool. It's my area. I don't know what I'm going to do with this yet. It could be a book cover. It could be something else. I'm not sure yet. And then I have a reusable stick on stencils. And as you can see, you can stencil those. I thought the design was cool, and I will be using that for sure. And then I have several of these guys, but this was part of a bigger pack of something or another. I think it was the rotary cutters, and it was in there. So I don't know. I'm going to use it or give it away. I have 2 or 3 more of these smaller ones, but you can always use a cutting mat. So no problem there. Let me just pull some more things up out of my goodie bag here for you guys. And again, if you have any thoughts about some of the items you see, if you like them, if you feel like I can do something special with them. Okay. Now you guys tell me why did Jacqueline buy this standard surgical gown? It's an extra large. When I first seen it, first I thought it was like for a kid or something, but I was really looking at the fabric aspect of it. I have no idea why I bought it, but it was 99 cents, and I was caught up in that shopping bug situation. So if you guys have any creative thoughts that I can do with this gown, let me know. I'm not going to use it for a robe. Then I have these poly clear stamps. As you can see the price there. They had some nice wording in it, so I feel like I'll be using these a little bit more. I have quite a few stamps, but you know, I have yet to like embrace the stamp situation with my journaling work, but I will make sure I do that. This I thought was interesting. If you guys have seen this, it's a vase and card 2-pack. So I'm going to quickly open this up because I was curious about what it is and what it does. So you put some flowers in here, I think. What are they saying? Yeah. But you know, if I use this in a journal setup situation, I will be, you know, utilizing these as more like pockets, right? You guys agree with me there? Gift wrap organizer, if you can see the whole thing. And This is sealed, but as you can see, it holds like gift wrap paper and things like that. I will be using this for my own use to organize my crafts and stuff. At some point in the future, maybe in the spring or summer, I'll be doing a tour of my craft wall in my 400 square foot studio apartment. Again, Jack, tell me why I bought this little doodad. I think it was more for this. There isn't much inside of here, but I think I wanted the kids, and, you know, cost a buck. I got to look at the date on it at some point. Let's see if I see a date really quickly. Yep, you see that? 1976. So I'm happy with that. That's pretty vintage, mid-century vintage. And then there were two of these templates, as you can see, self-explanatory. So I will be using those. I love paper. I love these type of items here. This came originally from the Learning Shop. I'm sure I paid $2 for it. Yep, sure did. Anyway, it is lettering. My daughter and I have conversations about kids these days and how they write, and they don't like using pencils. That's what I think, but these will be going in journals or ephemera packs, and let me know how you guys feel about those. Here are some artist canvases. There's 3 of them in here. I definitely will be using these for something, probably my own personal use, but I thought they were neat and I bought them. This is cool. I didn't know what all of the doohickeys was on here, so it's a 4-in-1 tape measure. Okay, so here's the tape measure, and then it has a level, and then I thought it was cute, the coloring, but then I read it a little further because I barely went in this bag until now. And I found out that it's got like a little paper pad and pen in it. And you can clip it onto your belt if you are doing some work. So I will definitely be using this for my personal use, as I love tool gadgets like that. And this is some seam tape. I didn't open it, but, you know, after this video, I'll be opening it. So I'm going to put that there. A couple more things for your pleasure. And I'll take them all out, because I don't want to keep you guys all day, and I appreciate you joining me. The one thing I wanted to highlight was this thing here that says, try one new thing a week. I'm keeping these, guys. I thought they were just random cards, but I like them. And in here, and you can play along with me, I'll figure out how to utilize it, is some of the stuff I'm not going to do, like join or start a book club. I don't have time. But beyond that, some of the stuff that'll be in here, take an art class. Wonderful. That I can do. So I'm keeping these for my own pleasure. I may or may not stick some in an ephemera pack. They're called Try One Thing a Week. I really appreciated that. Showed you that. I got a bunch of index cards. You can, in my opinion, have too many of them. So I paid $1. Kohl's charged 59 cents back in the day. I'm going to try to find out the date of these, though. But have a pack of these 3x5 cards. And then the last thing I'm going to show you are some what do they call these? Stamps, I think. And I did test them at the store to make sure they worked. I have to now try to get this little sticker off, which is a pain. But this one is, as you can see, it makes like stamps. I bought these couple months ago, maybe a little longer, and I was desperate to like do stamps, you know, like figure it out. So in between time, I had already bought some stampy things and sticker stamps and so on and so forth, but I couldn't not have this. It's good weight. It works. I'm going to be definitely using that to make some things. The other stamp is a tag stamp, same situation. I really wanted to do some things. Plus, they look this one really looks older than the others. So if I find out like who made it and where it's from, I really like vintagey tools, and this one's really cool. So it makes like a tag, and I can't wait to utilize that. And then the last stamp I got was this one that's shaped kind of like a tree. It's also vintagey. It's a little stiff, but I think if I use it enough, and again, sorry, I should have taken this stuff off before I showed it to you, but I have stamped I put a couple pieces of paper in here. It makes a beautiful sort of tree, and I will definitely be using that. So that's all we have for today. I really appreciate everyone. Jacqueline Heirloom Vintage and Collectibles. Why don't you like, subscribe, share, and give me some comments. I want some ideas, guys. I will see you on the other side. Stay tuned for my next upcoming video in about 5 days where I'll be doing show and tell. Take care.